Zoom zoom. What's that racket? Oh, it's just your kitty doing their best fastest paws in the West impression on the hardwood. You might think they're a little bonkers. We get it. But there's more to this madness than meets the eye. Enter the Zoomies. Today, we're diving into 10 fascinating reasons for your cat's Zoom patrol. And guess what? Half of them have to do with you. So stick around, and hey, don't forget to subscribe to join our community of feline fanatics. Okay, let's start with the basics. Those Zoomies, often they're just pure, unadulterated energy release. Think about it. Your house cat is a mini panther in disguise. They're hardwired to hunt, chase, stalk, basically, to move. But in their world of kibble and cuddles, there's not a whole lot of hunting going on. So what happens to all that pent-up energy? It's got to go somewhere, right? Enter the Zoomies. It's their way of getting that heart rate up, stretching those muscles, and basically pretending they're out there on the savannah, bringing down a gazelle. Okay, we all know cats are natural-born hunters. Got a fly buzzing around the kitchen? Your cat sees a 4-course meal about to take flight. Flickering shadows on the wall. That's a phantom enemy just begging for a good stalking. Cats have incredible vision, way better than ours, so they're seeing things we don't even notice. Tiny movements, changes in light, even dust particles dancing in a sunbeam. All fair game for a good chase. Bottom line, those Zoomies could be your cat's way of honing their hunting skills, keeping their senses sharp, and maybe, just maybe, battling some unseen forces in the process. Alright folks, let's talk about one of the most hilarious and slightly baffling Zoomie triggers out there. The post-litter box sprint. You know what I'm talking about. Your cat does their business, emerges from the litter box, and then, bam! It's like they just hit the turbo button. Some folks think it's a way for cats to mark their territory, spreading their scent around after doing their business. Others believe it's a sign of relief, a way of saying, whew, glad that's over with. Whatever the reason, it's one of those quirky cat things that makes us love them even more. Okay, let's talk about those 3 a.m. Zoomies. You're dead asleep, dreaming of catnip and cuddles, when suddenly, bam! It's like a tiny furry hurricane has just ripped through your bedroom. So why do they do it? Why do they pick the worst possible time to unleash their inner race car driver? Well, it all comes down to their internal clocks. See, cats are crepuscular, meaning they're most active at dawn and dusk. They're hardwired to hunt in those low-light hours, when their prey is most vulnerable. So while you're catching Z's, their instincts are telling them it's go time. Let's face it, cats are a little bit extra. They have a flair for the dramatic that makes them endlessly entertaining. They're like the drama queens of the animal kingdom, and nowhere is this more evident than in their reactions to loud noises. A sudden sound can turn your calm kitty into a whirlwind of fur and claws. You drop a pan. Cue the supersonic Zoomies. It's like they've been launched from a catapult, racing through the house at lightning speed. The doorbell rings. Time for a frantic dash behind the sofa. They act like it's the end of the world, seeking refuge in the smallest, darkest corners. Seriously, their ears are like tiny satellite dishes, picking up sounds we can't even perceive. They can hear a pin drop from across the room. And when those sensitive ears get overloaded, their fight or flight response kicks in. Their eyes widen, and you can almost see the adrenaline coursing through their veins. So, the next time your kitty goes into hyperdrive after a loud noise, cut them some slack. They're not just being dramatic, they're genuinely trying to escape what they perceive as a threat. They're not being dramatic, they're just trying to escape the auditory apocalypse. So, give them a break and maybe a cozy spot to hide until the storm passes. Let's be real, folks. Cats are masters of manipulation. They know how to work us humans like a charm. And those Zoomies. Yeah, sometimes they're just another tool in their arsenal of attention-grabbing tactics. Think about it. You're busy working, scrolling through your phone, maybe even, gasp, reading a book, and your cat is feeling neglected. So what's a cat to do? Unleash the Zoomies, of course. It's the feline equivalent of a toddler throwing a tantrum. And you know what? It usually works. We can't help but laugh, or at least crack a smile, when they're tearing around the house like they've lost their minds. We all know cats are tuned into our emotions, right? They're like furry little empaths, picking up on our vibes, sensing our moods. But did you know they can actually mirror our energy levels too? If you're feeling happy and energized, well, get ready for some Zoomies. It's like they're saying, "Hey, I feel it too. Let's celebrate." Here's a newsflash, folks. Cats get frustrated too. They might not have to deal with traffic jams or deadlines, but their lives aren't always sunshine and catnip dreams. Maybe they got a bath they didn't ask for. Maybe you dared to move their favorite scratching post. Or maybe they're just feeling a little cooped up and need to blow off some steam. Whatever the reason, can be a healthy way for cats to release pent-up energy and frustration. So the next time your cat is having a total meltdown, racing around the house like a tiny, furry tornado, try not to take it personally. Okay, let's be real. For our cats, we're kind of a big deal. They see us as their world, their source of comfort and joy. Think about it. We're the ones who provide the food, the cuddles, and the love they crave. We also provide the endless entertainment, or at least, we try. From toys to laser pointers, we keep their little minds active. So when we walk through the door after a long day, it's kind of a big deal for them. They've been waiting, anticipating our return. And how do they express this overwhelming joy and excitement? You guessed it, with Zoomies. Those bursts of energy are their way of celebrating. Those crazy, happy laps around the house. They're not just random, they're filled with pure joy. That's their way of saying, "You're back. I missed you." It's their unique way of showing affection. So next time your cat greets you at the door with a burst of frantic energy, don't just stand there. Join the party. Embrace the Zoomies and celebrate with them. We talk a lot about how much we love our cats, but have you ever stopped to think about how much they love us? Yes, our feline friends have their own unique ways of showing affection. I mean, really, truly love us. It's true, folks. These furry little creatures who often act like they couldn't care less about our existence have a special place in their hearts for us. Actually form deep, meaningful bonds with us. They may seem aloof at times, but you're not just their human, you're their mama. You provide them with comfort, security, and love. And just like a human child gets excited to see their parents after a long day, our feline babies express their joy and affection in their own special way, through playful antics and affectionate gestures, with a healthy dose of Zoomies. Those bursts of energy, those frantic laps around the house, are their way of celebrating your bond. Those moments of pure, unadulterated joy. They are expressions of their happiness and love. That's their way of saying, "I love you. You're my person." They trust you and feel safe with you. So next time your cat is showering you with their unique brand of affection, aka running around like a furry little maniac, soak it up. Enjoy these moments because they are precious. So there you have it, folks. 10 reasons why your cat might be hitting the Zoomies button. It's their way of burning energy, expressing their instincts, communicating their emotions, and yes, even showing you how much they love you. in their own special, slightly unhinged way. If you love this deep dive into feline antics, show us some love. Hit that subscribe button and give us a like. Until next time, keep those whiskers twitching and stay positive. See you in the next video.